Sometimes we ask God for an answer because we don't feel like we have the answer. But, technically he is the answer and he is all we need. And sometimes we have to wait a long time for a response. And sometimes he gives us an answer or response that we don't want. He gives us the answer that we don't want. But is God any less God? No, he is still God. Let me give you an example. We're about to have an election here in the United States of America. And one might say, perhaps, if we could only get the correct president, then everything in this nation would be okay. But what if we don't? Is God any less God? Do we want to be our own God? Do we want control? Because when you want control rather than giving God control, then you're wanting to be your own God. And that is idolatry. If we want God to be God in everything, then he is God over all. What we see and what we don't see. And he expects us to trust. But God does not change. I'm going to read to you a scripture, one from the Old Testament and one from the New Testament. And the first one that I want to read is Malachi 3, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I do not change. And then I'd like to read from the New Testament, Hebrews 13:8. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Let God be God.